turn the gain up a little bit there. Alright, we should be able to hear me pretty clearly, hopefully. So this is a decent Windrunner 17, because I posted the failed 18. This one we finished with a decent amount of time. I changed up pools. This was actually very experimental 17. I just felt very comfortable in it. So I decided to do pools a little bit different. I don't know if they ultimately saved time or lost time, but I'm going to try and explain them throughout this dungeon because I really just want to, it's a resilient key. I wanted to test just if I could survive some things, and let's get into it. And we timed it very well. We didn't take many deaths. I think we still had like 2 minutes, 17 seconds left. Oh, and I think actually this is a good way to explain how I like to form groups. This is just a quick form. I do like to use logs a lot. There's a lot of information you can get. Not everybody's runs are logged. But if you just go through each one of the dungeons they have, if they're doing 17s and 18s and you're seeing like an 80 parse on damage or an 80 parse on healing, that's relative to their spec for that class. So it's like, of course, they're not going to be anywhere compared to a healer's healing, but they're not being compared to that. And I've had some people think that when I discuss logs and say that, oh, this tank only did an 80 parse on healing. That is still bad. Like 18s are your top 1-2% keys. I think maybe top 2%. I think your one has broken the 18-19 mark, and then that point one is doing fucking 24s right now. But let's get into this one, and we'll explain how we form a group without logs whenever we're just kind of in a rush, because I think I was on like my lunch break here, so I just wanted to form fast, get going, get it done. So we'll go through this. So it looks like I immediately chose this healer, a priest, and I don't know why, because you would have seen me flash over their stats. So, so he's got the 18 Magister's Terrace, so even though he's got the 3,400 rating here, I trust he knows what he's doing if he was able to heal a squad. Because let me tell you, keys at that level, they are only passed if you have a good tank and a healer. Sure, at least one good DPS, but a brain-dead DPS player can go in, he can deal sub 100,000 damage, he can not do a single interrupt, he can blow his CC all at inopportune times, but you can still finish a 17 with that guy in your group as long as the other 4 are good. So even though his rating is lower than what I'd like to see in my 17s, I saw that he had the 18 completed, and I think like several completed keys. I think he had at least 20 or 30 keys. Let me rewind. Yeah, we haven't invited anybody yet. So yeah, let's check him. We're going to look at him in a second before we invite him, and I'll pause it. So like whenever you're quick going, good. Yeah, 40 keys timed over 15. So you do spot like a big difference between your 12s and your 15s, where these 15s are a lot harder to time if you make mistakes. However, you can still time your 18s with a ton of mistakes if everything else is great. Like, it happens. And I posted I posted a video of 2 different Algathar Academy 13s I did. One had 10 deaths, one had a single death, but we finished with the exact same amount of time. And the first run that had the 10 deaths was riddled with bugs. Like, we had a guy mistakenly go to the bird platform. He couldn't get back, so he decided to kill himself to the birds. Well, he killed himself to the birds, but then what happened, it snapped the rest of the group over individually. Like, so it killed him. It snapped me over. I'm like, fuck, I'll just die and release and join them. Then I don't know why it snapped me. So I just let it kill me. Well, when I died, it snaps the mage over. Then the mage dies. It snapped the Death Knight over. I don't know what happened there, all because one guy went to the bird platform and died. It automatically snapped all of us one by one to, like, die. It was very interesting. But we still timed the key even with all that wasted time from that bug. But yeah, so you see this guy, I showed that he had 40, 15-plus runs. Oh, fuck, I'm looking at my shit. No, he only has 12 timed runs, excuse me. But I saw the 18 Mycera, so I was really impressed. And I was like, if he can heal a squad through it, he can heal me through this 17. So I get him in here. I think it's just me and him for a minute. Yeah. Oh no, I formed right there. Let me back up. See, I think I liked was it a warlock? Because I was just like, we'll take the health stones. That'll be our first battle res. And then these guys, I think the one guy is like 3,300 rated, the mage that I take. This was still a great group. Like, this is what I want to say. Like, don't take your group based on rating. Like, really look at their stats. Like this guy, 3,300 rating. He's got A17 done, but he's like nowhere near having all of them done on 16 or anything. But I'm like, they're together. They're probably in Discord. They've got a decent amount of keys done across one another. They have time to 17 before. Hopefully, because they're in Discord, they're chatting. One of them knows something, and we'll call it out to the other, right? It helps. So yeah, rating and item level, they don't mean much. Like, it's actually crazy. I was running an alt just the other day. People wouldn't invite me to a +2 because I just gotten him to 90. But I bought all the gear from the new vendor with Voidlight Marl, so I had like a 233 item level overall. People wouldn't even invite me to a +2. I was like, motherfucker, I cleared 10s week 1 with like 246. Like, what the fuck are you getting at me? Like, that I can't do it as a DPS at this item level. I thought that was interesting. Like, because we specifically whispered each other about it, because he invited me and then removed me and whispered me saying 189 item level ain't it, because I had a piece that's 189 item level on. Granted, my overall was 233, but I thought that was just ridiculous. So yeah, you really shouldn't be looking at item level. I mean, unless it's sub 200, or it's your tank, you know. But like, if they're above 280, they can do these keys, and everybody's above 280, so that's why that shouldn't be something you look at. So here we go. We're gonna start this off. I have a pretty quick group here.
My sisters were
I'm
the
able
last
to
to
gather
visit these
everything
halls,
very
but
fast.
They threw their homes and their
jump
bond away.
And
if we can calm
do
the
my
spirits
spin.
here,
I forget what
maybe they'll
that spin
return.
ability is, and I
The
throw the
Ranger
glaive,
General
and I
was sharp
immediately
and
have the other
steadfast,
fucking glaive
while
out.
the peacekeepers
I didn't even see myself hit the button for that one, so they're already here. We're ripping. I'm a pop meta to get my fucking meteors rolling. Get as much damage as we can here. I believe this group's very good, and they look for the protection spell, and that's when they blast their CC, so we actually go for a very long time before the protection. Like, we actually got a lot of damage in before that first protection was even able to come out. They don't get the interrupt back there, so I throw that silence out. And then that one just came off right when I fucking got him in there. That was annoying. still not doing it, and then you're just gonna watch this kind of. We're gonna use a stun here, like we're gonna interrupt, and then we're gonna stun him right there at the edge of the bubble. It's like, bro, why? That's all right. Like I said, you can do those little things. Don't always matter. They matter at the higher key levels. They don't necessarily matter here. You can lose the seconds. But I mean, dude, if you run this key perfect at 17 with the pulls that I do, that you're gonna see, you can easily have 6-7 minutes left, I want to say. If you do all the little things right.
Teresa was the peacekeeper.
But so
of
I'm
our
gonna
family. She spent
set
many
this
days
up.
tending
I
to
wanted the
gardens.
steward dead first, and then
But
I
the
want to kill
wilderness
all of this
overtaken
together.
now.
Instead of what a lot of groups do, they take this pack and they pull it into the room and get the spiders in there. So you're gonna see me. I'm gonna tell these guys something different, and they immediately let me know that they heard. So I really appreciate that. Sometimes you don't get a response, and you're just like, oh God, I hope they fucking read chat, and I hope they fucking get to do what I say. But yeah, I give them the heads up here in a second. All the way down. And then he gives me that reassurance there. And since he said K, hopefully if they didn't see my chat, they saw his chat, which made them look over at chat and see my chat. And we're about to do this super easy because this is all spiders now. I can fucking eat this all fucking day long. Jump with a spin, and we're gonna get that guy interrupted. We're gonna move all this up right here at the door. I honestly think I probably could have pulled the kitty with this. So we may be doing that on the next one. We might be doing it with the kitty. But yeah, as soon as all of those are dead, I just tanked this in here. Honestly, I should have gone from here to kitty. That would have been much more time because I could have tanked that very easily. But I wait for it all to die just so we have the puddles all here. We ain't got to worry about poison puddles appearing as I do the next pull. Because I'm going to pull them and I'm just going to keep going. Get that out. We jumped and threw a glaive all at the same time. So we could have got quite a bit of threat on that. And then I'm an idiot, eat that, wasn't paying attention, stunned for a little bit, not a big threat because I had cooldowns out. We're going to back it on up, because yeah, I just placed a brand like a second ago. But I'm like, yep, let's get all that in.
Soothing sounds of my heart brought
And these are going to pop up.
I'll need that relic.
Yeah, I wait for all the little ones to die, and then I'm like, alright, go to the next one. As soon as the low health is gone, I decide to jump. And we're going to get these groups. Another meteor coming down to hold the threat. My team didn't quite follow me, because I think those guys were doing something. I don't know, so I'm going to walk them back. As soon as the little flashlings are down, here we go. Actually, 1 second. I just gotta look at something, and I don't feel like editing out later, so. I'm a shitty YouTuber. I'm a lazy YouTuber. I don't put descriptions on my videos. Okay. I'm gonna pull pull that into this, and I wait for him to summon these, just because this is, if I don't have the right abilities, I'm not going to get breath on this. So I'm going to make sure that I have the right abilities here. My breath is coming up right as the spore goes out, and I'm going to get aggro on all of it with my breath. Oh, yeah, with my breath. I was like, maybe I didn't breath, I just didn't see it. As soon as the little ones are down, I'm like, hey, we can grab these guys and throw them into the mix. And instead of glaive, I'm going to jump to that since the flowers come out. And since my team's back up here, it's very easy for me to get right on this forward pack. And I can bring it into this. I forget to break the shields here. I can take both of those shields with my racial. I don't do it. Because I was looking for the stuns, but my team had already got them. This is a great group. I really like these guys. Oh, we don't get to see damage the whole time because I've got it fucked. I think I'll show overall damage at the end. Damn, bad recording. You told you shitty YouTuber. I think we might. No, that's right. Paladin vibes. I think we take our first death here.
Well now, that dragon hawk seems to have stolen my harp. She won't let you close without a fight.
Tank them on the wall. That's how you're supposed to do this. This way they can hang out over here. I don't know why he did that. That pisses me off. And it was right as I was doing a breath and couldn't move too. Dirtbag. But it's okay. We're not in chat, so I can't blame him. I'm not going to say anything. Bring him back to the wall. See, the mage knows what's up. I think our healer's like weird with it. Yeah, ranges me. I thought that was a strange choice. I fucked up and jumped too soon. I jumped to where I thought the side of the breath was. That was dope. Oh, BR is down. So you can take a death somewhere. Yeah, I just need to see it. Oh no, we can take another one.
Sylvanas didn't ask to be Ranger General.
We're not going to review that one. Not a big deal.
She gave everything to the task, including her
So
life.
this, a little different. Honestly, I should have, since I called for Lust, I should have pulled this in. So that this probably, me not just running this down or having them kill that steward first and then running what's left immediately into the room over here for the Lust. I decide I'm gonna do this for whatever fucking reason. I don't know why, because I was very confident with my pool earlier. I don't know why I lost confidence here. Maybe it's because I was thinking the 2 decimals okay, we lost 30 seconds. Maybe I should play it safer. What I asked for after this one was on the next one. Oh, that's right, the Paladin died in the very end. And he just kind of hung out. I had to tell him to release it. Yeah, I've got all my W's in there. Yeah, tell him I want Lust next pull. We're going to interrupt him. We're going to get in here with it. And then we are going to delay that in. I could have pulled all the rest of that. And it would still, I think, would have been a good no, it would have been a little more good that we can move around from. Which is hard in this room. This camera angle fucking sucks. But, not too good. But I think we killed this, like, on our lust time. Get him down very quickly. And then this pull we do separate because this guy's got his brutal chop that fucking hurts. But, honestly, since I had split that pack, I probably actually could have taken this into the next room with the next 2 packs, and we could have lusted it. That may be how I called to do that. But yeah, now that I'm 17 resilient, I do experiment in my 17 keys. I feel very safe in them. Like after if you watch my hit 18 video and I watch me survive for 90 seconds alone against those trash mobs, and I can only interrupt the icy burst. I can't interrupt the fucking nether burst because it's just me and I only have the 1 interrupt. I stun it out a couple times just to delay it so I can heal a little more before the nether burst goes out. But I do like 5 or 6 nether bursts and I just survive it. So I feel comfortable with my pools, so I'm trying to make them bigger. And I'm practicing them in 17s because it's not that much easier than yeah, I think I do a good job recruiting for my keys. Most of my fails come from me joining somebody else's key, and we end up with like a weird group build.
I'll need it.
Which this definitely not a meta. Who's in here? The Warlock is high damage and is on meta. Mage, not even right now. Mages have been getting kicked in the balls lately. Priests, I don't see as many priest healers in a lot of the keys that I do at higher levels. So this is definitely an off meta group. I'm not a meta tank, but we managed to do this very easy still. And I say very easy even though we have like only 2 minutes left. It was still very easy. I didn't stress, I didn't sweat during this key. It just flowed. It just kept moving, we just kept going. Took some deaths here and there, but ultimately it never stopped. It never really slowed down. So it felt good. It felt really good. Poison's gonna go out, and immediately after the first poison, the first and third and fifth poison, all your odd poisons you're gonna get the brutal chop ability from the big guy, or bone hack is what it's called. From him, so you gotta throw a brand on him, make sure he spikes us up. If you've got a defensive trinket, that'll just help you deal it out that much better. Trying to put the poison in the poison. You'll notice our area to fight gets pretty tiny.
Yes, you're kind. What have you done?
So I tried to get in this little area. Paladin. So we just get this fucking ruined our area there. I wish you would have standing behind that guy. What? Our poison disappeared over here, so I'm gonna be moving. And I think I might be the one that gets chosen. Which I don't know how it chooses, if it's just random. But I think it's weird whenever I get chosen with the hook. Yeah, me again.
Yes, you're kind. Idiot. We failed.
Sylvanas was sometimes vain.
And so I
and
do this
loved to be
different.
admired,
Some people
but she
understand
never
what
wanted to be
LOS
worshipped.
means. I didn't really feel like going over that before the pool,
Come,
so I'm just gonna
We
stay
have one
here.
more relic to find.
And I'm gonna ping to kill the archer. I want the archer dead first. And then as soon as the archer dies, I'm gonna continue this pull. Some people just don't LOS them and they stand too far out from the corner down here, and you just stand way back here. So it's just like, let's just get him down. If I had a Death Knight, the archer's coming up. But I don't have the Death Knight. I just felt that would be the easier way to handle that. But hopefully groups up here start understanding that right on the other side of the fire. One group.
Valeria hunted the old horde with a ferocity
Most people skip
bordering
this.
on obsession.
I just grab
For good
it. I
reason.
grab it all.
They took my life, savaged our home. One of Valeria's
And I try to let him
scouting
know
maps
that
is
the axe
within.
thrower is the more dangerous
Seems to
one
have called
here.
on the ghosts of vengeance past. We need that map from them.
Try to do that. So I'm going to take the meta so that I can get a lot of threat here, the meta proc. Because we're going to drop the meteor on the I think those axes do more damage, dude. Yeah. I think you need to be killing the axes first. Like, you can interrupt Chain Lightning all day with 5 players that have 5 interrupts. I think the axe is absolutely when you go first.
It's too far away.
Honestly, when the first ogre died in the axe, like if you kill the axe throwers and the ogre, you can immediately move the rest of that pack into this. Do see we took one more death. I don't know where it happened. And then yeah, I want him back here just so we don't accidentally pull the boss because I want the healer to be able to get his mana. But we pull it anyways, and as I'm mid-jump, so I'm like, oh fuck, and I have to hurry up and taunt in here. And so I try to always make it to where I take the second one. You'll see me where I don't get it a couple times here. Darkness. Help that hit. This one I missed because they're standing way over there. We were so spread on that, but we still managed to get her done. Rampage is where you want to use your defenses. You got them. Rally, so I'm gonna get a meteor out on everything. He's gonna get right on that, but he got the interrupt. Usually, I like it if I can get the interrupts while everyone else is misdirecting all these mobs to me. When I have a Death Knight, I love when her Axer gets pulled in the center, so it's everything super fast. And I'm like losing my voice, so sorry guys. We got 6 minutes for last boss.
The restless heart that haunts us.
Fucking cake, but I think we took one more death. But overall, it's a great run. Even though, you know, it's just 2 minutes left, but because there's some little things, minor things could have improved. I think this group could easily make this like a plus key, like a 6 minute left key. Which not every dungeon gives you plus with 6 minutes left. I think some of them are 7 minutes, but it's like, it's somewhere in there. And I know you guys, a lot of people use add-ons. I pretty much raw dog WoW. Like I have LQI, I can't get how it looks. And get kind of everything where I want it. And then I have the cross gambling app. It's the only thing that keeps me awake in fucking raids. Raids are just so slow and boring. So I like to gamble with other players and do role gambling. What else do I have? I've got Art HUD here, the shit you see in the center with my health, my research, cast timer, stuff like that. So honestly, I probably could get rid of this box. Yeah, I think we handled it pretty well. I think we take our last death at the very end. Boom, knockback.
Well done, mortal.
And
At
not
last,
bad, not
spirits that
bad.
linger within these halls have found peace. I hope that one day my
Yeah,
sisters
2
will
minutes,
be able to
17
do the
seconds left.
same.
Minus our deaths,
As
we
for
would've had
myself,
3 minutes,
I shall
17
fill these
seconds.
halls with music until they
Damage
return
loss
home.
probably like close to
Thank
4
you,
minutes. If we would have
champions.
done some of the pulls that I spoke of in here, I probably could have easily made that a plus on a 17. So we'll run it back again one day, and we'll do it like that. Whenever our key turns into a 17, whatever. Hopefully we get 18 resilient before that happens, and we'll be practicing this shit in 18s. But that is it for today. Thank you guys for watching.